Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to create key value data store, a mini NoSQL database. Let's consider HBase. So HBase is a key value store NoSQL database widely used by so many developers in the industry. So in my interview, right, so I just got a question that they asked me to create a mini NoSQL key value data store. So the question was create a key value data store, and that means like it's actually they are expecting me to create a NoSQL database similar to an HBase. So I have given two types of code here, so I'm going to show you both the code for you. Okay, so let's just start with my first code. So I'm just going to create a class simple NoSQL TB. I'm just giving a name for my class, and then I'm going to create a method. It's like a constructor, and I'm just initializing the class with a self keyword, and then self dot. I'm creating an instance variable for the particular initialization. So it could be any name. So here in this case, I'm giving as a data. It could be any name, and here I'm giving a dictionary. It's an empty dictionary. I'll tell you the reason why I'm going with the empty dictionary. Okay, so now the agenda, I'm just have to create some functionality, like you have to do insert, and then you have to do get, which is like select and get the output, and delete and display. So this four functionality I have to implement. So let me start with insert. Okay, so and then I'll call self because I have initialized this class. So as a constructor, so I have to pass the self as a first parameter, and then I'm giving two variables as key and value. Okay, so totally I'm having like three parameters to particular insert method, whereas key and value is what is our thing to insert. Okay, as a parameter for this particular method insert. Fine. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write a loop if key, the key whatever I'm passing in self dot data. So self dot data is actually a dictionary. Right now it is empty, but I'm just checking whether the key whatever they have given is present inside the data. Okay, so if it is present, then I'm just printing it. Print f of key, and then I'm just passing the actual key. So key is this first key is actually a string. So the second key is a variable that I passed to my parameter. So the second key is a variable which I'm passing as a parameter and I'm referring it. So I'll just do already exist. So here, if key present, it says it is already exist, and I'm just updating it. So if you take HBase, right, HBase accepts only unique row keys. Okay, a row key means in HBase it's called as a primary key. So if you are inserting some key, it doesn't up it will do HBase will do an upsert. If the key is not present, it will insert. If it is present, it will update. So that is what we call it as an upsert. So now I am doing that. So if the value is already there for the key, it does the update. Else it do the insert. So print statement, so this is just a print statement. So now the action is I'm just doing self dot data of key, okay, equal to value. I'm just doing the insert here. So now print, I'm just saying like inserted key and then the respective value. Okay. So now I'm done with the insert method. So now next thing what I'm going to do is, so here the magic happens with the line number 8. Okay. So either it could be an append or update, or it could be an insert. Like we call it as an insert. Sorry, upsert. We call it as an upsert. So the next method now I'm just going to create get. So in the get, what I'm going to pass is just the key and the respective the whole record should come. That's it. So here um, return self dot data dot get of key. That's it. Simple. It's all done. So now whenever I invoke the get method, I pass the key there, and then I will be getting the values with respect to the key with the line number 12. Okay, so now I have to do delete. So I'll just create a method as delete, and then self for self comma key. So here key is an input for this delete method. So now if key in self dot data, right? So now I use the function del. So del actually deletes the particular data from the dictionary based on the key what we have given. It's key, right? So key. So now I'm just to the print statement. I'll say like deleted and then key. So I'll just print the key which is got deleted. Okay. So now if the record is not present, right? So then I have to write the else condition, right? So I'll just do a print and I'll say like f key not com. That's it. Right. So now the delete functionality is also completed. Now the last thing is display, like output that I have to show when they do a select, right? So in HBase we have a command like scan, which will display all the records. So similar to that, I have to create a functionality here. So print, I'll say like all key value. Okay. So now I'll just write a for each loop for each key, comma value in self dot data, which is the dictionary. So I'll just call the items function. So it just iterate the dictionary and it will print all the key and value pairs. So print key and then your value. Okay. So now like okay. So now the display function is also done. So now we have to invoke this, right? So now what I'm going to do, I'll just create an object for the class and I'll be invoking it. So simple NoSQL DB. I'm just creating kind of an instance. And then so with this, what I'll do, DB dot, I'll just invoke the insert function and then I'll insert some values now. So 001 is a key I'm giving for the first row, which I'm going to insert and the values is going to be in the form of key value pair. It's a dictionary actually. So name and then colon. I'll just give Gautam and then this is one column. Okay, this is one column and the next column is going to be an age and I'll give 30 and then comma. So the next is going to be city. I'll be giving Chennai and then the next one is going to be salary. Okay, so I'm not going to insert salary now. So I'm just giving three key value pairs. Just imagine name is a column, age is a column, city is a column, and Gautam is a value, 30 is a value, and Chennai is a value. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'll just do one more insert. Insert. Okay, I'll just copy and paste the above line. Okay, so I'm just doing another insert. So here I'll just change the name. I'll just put Nandu and the age is 28 and the city is going to be uh, Bangalore. Okay, fine. So now I'll do another, like I'll just copy this again and I'll paste it here. So here I'll change, okay, I'll change this for second row, the key is going to be 2 and for the third row, the key is going to be 3. Now name is going to be Saro and then age is going to be 31 and city I'll just put Chennai again. And here I'm going to add a one more column as a salary. Okay. So you can ask me like how this is possible. See, in NoSQL, especially HBase can have one record can have 3 columns and second record can have 4 columns and third record can have 5 columns or even 1 column. So this is a schemaless DB, right? NoSQL database means it's a schemaless. So that is what an example I wanted to show you here. Whereas the first 2 records has the same amount of column, but the third record has a different column. It is completely acceptable, right? So now what I'm going to do, print. I'm just give get. Okay, I'll just skip get the first record 001. So this is a part of print statement. Okay, so this is going to be a part of print statement only. Okay, comma. So now db dot get, so you have to pass the key. So my key is going to be 001. So this is my key. So now I want to print my second record. So let me change it to 2, and here part of print statement also I'll change it. So now what I'm going to do is, so here I'm just showing you the print part. Now what I'm going to do, db dot display. So now let me run this code. Okay, you can able to see here. Okay, it says 001 is inserted, 2 is inserted, 3 is inserted. Okay, so because inside insert I have a print statement, it is getting displayed. Okay, what is the next thing is, I'm just printing these two, 001 and 002, that you can see here with the get as a print statement as a string. You can able to see these two. I'm just printing it. Okay, now I have to print all the values and key values from the table. It's like select star from in the RDBMS, right? And in HBase we call it as a scan table name. So here you can see all the record has been printed. So that is the display. Now I have delete function also, right? So let me do db dot delete, and you have to pass a key. So let me pass 003. So 003 has to be get deleted. So again I will invoke db dot display. Now if I run this code, you can see deleted 003, and you are getting 001 record and 002 record only. Now you can ask me here, so the thing is, like, it's a very seems to be a very static code, right? You are just playing with the dictionary. Now we have a few functionalities, right? So what about I have to select only one column, right? So here you cannot do that. If I give 001, it prints the complete row with all the columns. So now my thing is I have to print only the name column, or I have to print only age column. So that case was not satisfied by this code. And the second thing is, what about if I write a where condition, right? So for example, age equal to 31, only those record has to be get retrieved. So that is also not being satisfied here. So that is where I have written a second code. So let me write a second code for this. So now I'm going to create a parent dictionary which is empty. So now how I'm going to handle the situation of implementing the where condition, also selecting a particular column, right? So I'm going to create a parent and child dictionary. So child dictionary, so each and every for each and every record I'll be creating one child dictionary, and these child dictionaries will be part of a parent dictionary. That is what this parent underscore dictionary. So one parent dictionary will have multiple child dictionaries, and that means each of the child dictionary is a record. In the previous code, for I created one dictionary, and within that dictionary I added so many records, right? So now it is not like that actually. So now I created a parent dictionary. So now what I'm going to do is, so I'll be creating two dictionaries now, dict1. Okay, so within this, what I'm going to do, I'll bring back the same record from here. Okay, I'll just copy this. Okay, I'll be loading within this. Okay, so now again the same thing I'm going to do, but I'm going to give a name as dixt2, dictionary 2, and instead of name, I'll change this to Nandu, and age is going to be 28. Let the city be the same. So I have two dictionaries here. So before I created, within for one dictionary I created so many records, but for each and every record I'm creating a separate dictionary. Okay, so here also let's build this as a schema less. So let me add one more additional column to a different record. I'll just put 33,000 here. So now I created two dictionaries, for each record one dictionary. Fine. So now what I'm going to do, so I'll assign these two dictionaries, dict1 and dict2 is actually the child dictionaries, okay, to my parent dictionary. Okay, so parent underscore dictionary, I'm giving a name for it. So user1 equal to dict1. So the same thing I'll be doing for the second. So dict2, and I'm going to store this as a user2 in my parent dictionary. So now parent dictionary is same, but it has two child dictionaries. Fine. So now I'm going to print. So I'm going to print this as, so user1 comma. Okay, so before printing this, what I'll be doing is, so I'll just give a name for this parent dictionary of user1, and then parent dictionary of user2. I'll just give a name for it. Okay, then only I can use it in the throughout my code. I can use this as a variable name, right? So yeah, so now what I'll be doing is I'll just print this user data one. And now what I'm going to do is for the second record, I'll be doing two. Okay, two dot. There is a function get, and within this, I'll be printing name. So that means you are selecting only the name column instead of selecting the entire row. So line number 13 will print the entire row. Line number 14 will print only the second row name column. It's like select name from the table. Now let me run this code. Okay, you can see user one. Okay, so let me change the print statement here to user two. I'll rerun the code again. Sorry for that. Okay, so user one, name, Gautam, so whole record with all three columns. But in user two, you can see Nandu as my output because I selected only the name column. So it's like you comment this, you remove this and just put salary. Now again, you run the code. So you'll be getting 3000 as the output, right? So select part is done. So now what is the next thing that we have to do is we have to work on the where condition. So I'm just going give some conditions here. And also like you want to print all the records, scan all the records. So that I have to again put a for each loop. So let me do that as well. Key comma value in the parent dictionary. I'm just iterating the parent dictionary dot items. So inside this, I'll be just printing f of e and then value. So this will print all the records. Okay, so just scan of all. Okay, so this printed both the records all from the dictionary. Whatever the parent dictionary has two child dictionary, it just got printed. So now what is the next thing? So let me write a function here. So def find records. Okay, so I'm just creating a method. So this method is for where condition. Okay, so this find records, I'm going to pass three variable collection, comma, key, comma, value. So that means I'll just write a comment statement here. So this collection is like a table name, and this key is like a column name, and then value is like the value what you are giving. So it's like select uh, so it's like select star from table name where column equal to value. So that is the equivalent query here. So equal to value. So I just want to have three values to frame this query, right? So I'm just getting the collection, which is nothing but your dictionary key and then value. Fine. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create a empty list called matching records. Okay. So now I'm just going to write for user comma user underscore data in collection. So collection is the one which I'm passing dot items. Okay, so it's like I'm iterating it. So before getting into the code, right, let me show you like how this method is going to be get called. Okay, you will be getting an idea, right? So now how I'm going to invoke the method is find underscore records, and the values what I'm going to pass within this, right? So I'll be passing my this dictionary. Okay, I'll be passing this dictionary, and the key is going to be the age, and value is going to be the 31. So this is what I'm going to pass, and that's mean the where condition is where select star from table name where age equal to 31. So this is the input I'm giving for find record method. So now I'll be getting the record which matches with the value 31 for the age column. Okay, from the dictionary. Fine. So this is how I'm going to invoke this method. Okay, let me continue writing my find record implementation. So I'm doing a for each loop for the iteration to get all the values from the collection. So collection is nothing but your parent dictionary. I'm just iterating all the dictionaries, the child dictionaries within my parent dictionary. So now I'm just writing an if loop. If key, whatever the key you are passing, age is a key. So if key in user underscore data and user underscore data of key equal to equal to value, then it has to enter into this matching underscore record dot. I'm just appending it. So I can have more than one records with the age matching age equal to 31, right? So if it is more than one record also, I have to append it, right? So that's why I'm just adding this append functionality. So user comma user underscore data, and then I'm just going to return this matching record. That's it. So now I'm just going to invoke this. So what I'm going to do is matching underscore record is my list, right? So matching underscore record is my list. So equal to find record of, I'm just passing whatever the values required to process. Now what I'll be doing is I'm just iterating for user comma user underscore data. So now I'm going to iterate this matching record because this is a list. So for user comma user underscore data in the matching record, right? So I'll be printing f of user and then user data. Okay, so now I'll run this code. So here I'll not get any record because I don't have 31 for the age. So I have age as 30 and 28. So let me change this to 28. And for better readability, I'll be adding a print statement before the loop as matching records. Okay. So now I'll run this code. Okay, so now you can see under matching record, I'm getting only one record which matches with the age 28. So these two lines before this, you can see these two lines or the print statement that is coming from here. Okay, don't get confused. Okay, or even I can remove this for each loop and I'll rerun the code. Okay, yeah, you can see here that is gone, right? So now matching record is 28. So there is only one record with the age 28. I'm getting it, and 3000 is something that select part. So now in this code, I proved them that I can able to do a select condition. Also, I can implement in a key value store. Also, I can implement a where condition. So this is how I have completed my coding interview for creating my own key value store, similar to building a NoSQL database like an HBase, right? So I just wanted to show you this so that it will be very helpful for you. And this is a starting point to build one such key value data store. Imagine you have to add so many functionalities like partition pruning, and then you have to add the algorithms for indexing, and then you have to add a lot of algorithms for supporting the storage formats and the output formats and the connector to connect with other technologies like Spark or Hive or Cassandra. NoSQL to NoSQL database. So these and all as part of the things we have to do. But this is a outline, a structure. I'm proving that this is how a key value store, similar to HBase, how this works. Right. So thanks for watching. If you really like this video, please do subscribe my channel for more such videos. And I have given my Instagram and LinkedIn in the description box of this video where you can connect me. And thanks for watching.